years back, we recognized that the field of news, journalism, and information access was in a major transformation, and that we knew we were going to find some extraordinary people who were imagining the future for us.
Ashoka talks about a concept called information citizenship, and it's just the idea that people are better change makers when they have adequate information to make sense of the world around them, stuff that's actionable.
Bill Drayton, Ashoka's founder, saw a pattern in society that it's really individuals with new ideas who are entrepreneurial are the biggest drivers of social change.
We have elected 35 fellows in 25 countries working across media, across strategy, with innovations that powerfully connect and engage people with knowledge.
My organization is called Instituto Mídia Étnica, or Ethnic Media Institute, that was created in 2005. And the idea basically was to be a bridge between the communication area, the communication field, with the Black movement in Brazil.
In Brazil, Paulo Rogério Nunes is changing the face of journalism, literally, by training Afro-Brazilians to report, to edit, bringing them into the professional field, changing the composition of the newsroom in ways that change what's being reported on and how.
If you turn on the television in Brazil, you're gonna see, how less diverse the Brazilian media is. Even if you compare with countries like Germany or Denmark, it's ironically because proportionally they have more blacks in the media than us. So that's a problem in our society, how the image does it reflect the actual population.
Ashoka provides basic financial support for the fellow, allowing that entrepreneur to pursue their innovation full-time for 3 years, bringing them to a point of operational financial sustainability. More important, we connect them to a network of like-minded entrepreneurs. So the news and knowledge community now is over 100 fellows operating many different countries, many different media, across strategy and function, connecting fellows who typically operate in isolation, geographic isolation, sort of entrepreneurial isolation, to other entrepreneurs is the most powerful sort of connection we can make.
So there are 4 areas that we think are incredibly important when it comes to knowledge citizenship. The first is quality. It's the most obvious. The second is freedom. You think about an environment like Iran or Syria, places where there are human rights advocates, people that are speaking out against the government. You want to make sure that they have the ability to report widely what they're seeing. The third is efficiency. If I'm in the Democratic Republic of Congo and I have a cell phone, I can send an SMS message and know that that can be communicated globally via a connection to Twitter. The fourth quality that is incredibly important is privacy. And just the idea that if you are, say again in Iran or Syria or any of the places where you do see a slightly more repressive regime, that if you're on a social media platform and you say, I saw this instance of police brutality, that you don't have the police at your door 30 seconds later, taking you away and detaining you.
Look what's going on in the Arab world today. In Syria, Egypt, Libya, the emergence of citizen media, the explosion of citizen media has liberated a new sort of citizenship. Increasingly, it's not just about someone reading an article. It's what they do after they read that article. Right? How do they connect with that content in ways that move them to do something powerful?
How people are consuming information has radically shifted, thanks to technology, but thanks to other changes in the world as well. The society is no longer defined by a few elites who are making decisions, but those companies, those countries, those schools where more people have access to information and therefore can be decision makers.